The greatest prison you will ever live in is the prison inside your own mind. This is part 4 of this series, and it wraps it up. You don't need a new life. You need a new internal narrative. Over the past few posts, I've talked about something many of us wrestle with, our mental prison. Not the obvious obstacles, of course, not the visible setbacks, but the internal ones. That voice that questions whether you are ready, the pressure that appears even after progress, the habit of replaying your mistakes over and over instead of recognizing your wins. If any part of this series felt familiar, you are far from alone. Driven people often carry invisible expectations that shape how they interpret every result in life. In part 1, I focused on awareness. Many discover that the tension they feel isn't coming from their environment. It's coming from the meaning they've attached to past experiences. Peter Crone often describes this as the story we unknowingly live with, and chances are that story isn't true. In part 2, I talked about interruption. Thoughts feel powerful because they are repeated. Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about mental rehearsal shaping emotional states long before our reality changes. When the mind practices doubt, the body experiences pressure. When preparation and possibility are rehearsed, confidence follows. In part 3, I moved into ownership. Setbacks are real, but the interpretation of those moments determines whether they become limitations or lessons. Napoleon Hill wrote that adversity carries the seed of equivalent benefit. That seed only grows when someone decides to extract it. This is the deeper work behind Elevate Coaching, not quick fixes, not motivational hype. Real growth requires examining the beliefs shaping your leadership, decisions, and your identity. If this series resonated with you, I'd genuinely like to hear what stood out. Comment Elevate if you're working on rewriting your own internal narrative that no longer serves you. And if you're serious about developing stronger clarity, resilience, and leadership in the next chapter of your career, feel free to send me a message. Sometimes the most important work we do isn't visible from the outside, but it changes everything.